Greetings, pilots. Today we will be talking about the best of the best. Get ready for the top 15 ships in Star Conflict Heroes that will help a pilot pull through any possible situation. Here we go. Number 15, Custodian. This tank's passive ability restores not only its own hull, but also the hulls of its allies anytime somebody tries to freeze it, burn its energy, or disable it. And on top of that, it deals additional damage to alien ships. Custodian will be a great help to beginner pilots in both of the arenas, in Portal, and in the fight against the Defiler as well. Number 14, Nyx. A very quick ship that can freeze and turn off its opponents, and also gladly shares the latter ability with any other ally freezer. Keeping in mind that frozen enemies deal less damage to your ships, this ship can become a great addition to your fleet in all PvP modes. Number 13, Caltrop. Another quick ship that's easy to both obtain and upgrade its stars. It handles enemy missiles easily, burns their energy, and even restores your team's shield to boot, which makes it a great ship for both campaign missions and Golden Endeavor boss battles, while the shield restoration part will come in handy against the Defiler as well. Number 12, Shogun. Technically, this is a suppression ship, but in reality, it can deal some impressive damage on its own, as its passive ability increases its critical hit chance every 4 seconds, while the active module can hit all enemies at once and suppress their damage in the process. Players often choose this ship for the Defiler battles, and it's also astonishingly effective against all the clan bosses that aren't called Golden Alien. Number 11, Inverter. This one is full of surprises, as it can turn itself into any other ship present on the battlefield, no matter which side it's on. This means that sometimes you might start a battle with 2 identical ships. Inverter's stars can be upgraded quite easily, and it is a great asset in the Defiler battles as well as some campaign missions. Beginner pilots can also use it against clan bosses and their arena fleets. And if you don't mind inviting some chaos into your life, you can try it in Grand Arena as well. Who knows? It might turn into something useful there. Number 10, Storm Viking. Opening the top 10 is the ship that can block an enemy's active module and deal fire damage on top of that. This is one of the best starting options, as you can get it pretty early on your way and upgrade it quite quickly too. It will only become more useful if you do. This ship is great in any PvP mode, and against the Defiler as well. Keep in mind that its active ability won't work against that beast, but it will still deal quite a lot of fire damage to it. Number 9, Templar AE. This is an enhanced version of one of the starter ships, and it can almost single-handedly obliterate the enemy fleet in its last breath. A severely damaged Templar AE packs a very heavy punch. It reloads incredibly fast and defies death itself for several seconds. This ship is a must in clan war, arena battles, and it can help you against the Defiler and in campaign missions as well. Number 8, Black Swarm. Another support ship with a heavy punch. Its active module releases a swarm of darts that sting every enemy in their way, and the loss of any ally ship, including Black Swarm itself, provides for an additional kick in the enemy's gut, also burning a third of their energy. This ship is often used to counter especially tricky opponents sitting in the rear of the enemy fleet, and also against all the bosses, including the Defiler. Number 7, Magnetar. One of the best ships that can leave the formation in the whole game. It flies above enemy lines and drops a bomb that not only deals damage and incinerates the enemy, but also burns all the way through enemy shields. Apart from that, This ship increases the fire damage of its allies, so don't hesitate to pair it with ships like Marten and Storm Viking. Magnetar shows decent results in arena battles, but it shines brightest in grand arena fights and against bosses. Number 6. Valentine. This is a support ship that opens a unique, impenetrable shield around the first ship in your front line. And by impenetrable, we mean impenetrable. Enemies can try freezing, disabling, burning energy. None of that will get through Valentine's trademark shield. Moreover, the target ship gets a damage boost. And just to be sure, Valentine also increases the auto attack of all its allies. This is one of the 2 best support ships in the entire game and will be useful in literally any mode that you choose to play. Number 5. Marten. At the bottom of the top 5, we have a great gunship that not only deals great damage to one target, but also sets it on fire for the same amount of damage. There are few ships in the game that can survive such a double strike. Marten performs great against freezing ships, which makes it a great option for the clan war, where you can stumble upon one in almost every other defending fleet. Naturally, it works great in the arenas and against almost all boss battles, especially when paired with Magnetar to further increase its fire damage. Number 4. Plague Doctor. This is one of the most valuable ships that you can get, period. It slows down the recharge of enemy active abilities by a quarter. It deals significant damage, it boosts the punch of its allies, it heals them, it increases its own damage incredibly by contaminating enemy ships. This combination is invaluable in any PvP mode, and performs quite well against all the bosses except for that pesky golden alien. Number 3. Boremys. An amazing gunship that can one-shot its enemies. Only Loki and the aforementioned Marten pack a stronger punch, but Boremys is faster than either of them, as it charges in a mere 7 seconds and often shoots first in battle. But wait, there's more! This ship can also burn almost all the active module energy of enemy suppression ships and other energy burners. So to sum it up, it's fast, it's painful, and it also prevents the enemy from hitting back. Take it in any mode you want. You won't be disappointed. Number 2. Wakizashi AE. One of the 2 most versatile ships in the game. It is the best at slowing down enemy active abilities. Not only does it burn the energy of all enemy ships at once, it also gradually slows down their charge speed going forward. It also deals impressive damage and sets the enemies on fire. Naturally, such a ship will be useful in pretty much any mode, including the battles against one of the nastiest clan bosses. That's right, we are talking about Golden Alien again. Number 1. Singularity. Crowning today's rating is another very versatile ship and the holy grail of every beginner pilot. It too burns the energy of its enemies, but more importantly, it leaves the formation while its active ability is on, which makes it harder to hit with an auto attack than the previous ship. Oftentimes, Singularity can outperform the enemy even when fighting alone against multiple ships. It charges quickly, it leaves the formation, burns the enemy's energy, and they can't even hit it for some time while it slowly creeps its way towards victory. Some campaign missions might seem nearly impossible to complete without Singularity, and it's simply indispensable in any PvP or boss encounter. A well-deserved first place today. Well, now you know which ships and blueprints should be on your primary watch list if you want to get the most versatile and effective fleet in Star Conflict Heroes. No doubt, your hangar will soon receive some of these and many other great ships, and while you're getting them, we will move on to making a new video for you. See you soon.